I've been hitting a roadblock for a long time now in terms of progress, especially in the squat and major all my major movements. I've been feeling lately that I've hit a peak. And I know it's not a peak because I know I have more within me, but I'm just at that point where I'm okay. I'm satisfied with the way I look. I'm satisfied with the way I feel. I feel strong. Every time I walk in the gym, I just have this confidence about it. But this has resulted into stagnancy. And for a long time now, I've been looking for ways to stimulate or make my training exciting because it was just getting too dull. And checking out other gyms or different gyms than the ones I'm accustomed to kind of reignited that feeling within me. Before I go any further, these are band squats. I really advise them for anyone who wants to improve their squats in general. Push your chins against the band, place the band around your ankle or right under your calves, depending, and just try to squat against it. I promise you, it will make a change. But back into it, I tried this exercise called the pendulum squat. As you can tell, it's a squat machine, and it's more of a lever squat a little bit, and man, it fried me up. I consider myself a good squatter, at least a decent one. But man, this thing humbled me to my core. It put my quads on the map. Just to show you that you've never really fully reached your full potential until you get out of your comfort zone or just your environment. Just going to other gyms and even the weights, the way a 80-pound dumbbell feels, a 80-pound dumbbell you used to feels, another 80-pound dumbbell will feel different. Now, granted, is it the weight? Maybe, maybe not. But it's just that new element that triggers a different response into you and requires you to adapt. And I'm realizing that any type of training is all about adaptation. Okay, you try a new movement, you get good at it, then you get better at it, and at some point you master it. And after you master it, you keep progressing and going forward. But at some point, it don't feel like work no more. At some point, it's not exciting no more. At some point, you don't have those emotions, that you're supposed to have when you're learning or acquiring a new skill. I've heard somewhere that good training that gets you somewhere or provide results is divided into three. A third of the training you'll be doing, a third of the time the training will feel good. It'll feel great. Another third of the time, the training will feel shitty. Like, oh my gosh, why did I even come? Whatever, I come here. And another third of the time, the training will just feel like you're going through the motion. There will not be any, like it will just be another session type thing. And I really like that because that's just how life is too, It cannot always be good and always be bad, There's seasons. If you've lived enough life, you'll find out that there's seasons every other time in your life, Kendrick Lamar had this album, Damn, and he had this song called Fear, where he spoke about fear from three different perspectives of a man's life. At one point, he spoke fear when he was 7, another one when he was 17, and another one when he was 27. And all those fears were the same emotions, but at different stages. And that's what growth is kind of going through a cycle and realizing you're going through one. You know? Anywho, this is what training in a different gym made me feel. Like, oh, I know what I'm going through. This is a new stimulus. It might not be new exercises or a different program. It's just a new environment, and I like it, man, because it will just force you to dig within you. And I think that's what stimulates growth in a lot of ways. When you have to dig within, when you gotta cringe a little bit, and it feels awkward, and it's not clicking like it usually is, you know? That's what growth is can you go through the bad times like you went through the good ones? And once you figure that out, you go through all over it again, just so you can be wiser, more knowledgeable, and hopefully you can pass on that wisdom or just transfer it anyhow. Man, I'm looking forward to what this new environment has for me. I'm currently at a point where I need to tap into the next level, but I've just been stagnant, you know? I was talking about my squat earlier. I've been squatting 225 for 10 to 15 reps since 2020 now, and it's 2024. So there is a disconnect because I feel like I'm growing. I feel like my technique is improving, but my weights are not. So maybe this new stimulus will take something out of me, because I've realized that's just how I am. I need that extra stressor. I need that thing that's gonna make or break you. That's just my personality. And I feel like being in a new environment really helped me with that. Really exposed my weaknesses. And I had to be honest with myself. I couldn't lie to myself, because lying to myself would just basically mean, oh, let me go back to my gym. This gym ain't good enough. Nah, you are where you're supposed to be. If you're honest with yourself, you'll see the blessing in that. Thank you so much. Honesty save time. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.